I want to start our meditation by having you look at a picture of a new group that we are starting. And this is the Soul group of Unity of Garden Park. Soul, Sages of Unity Living. Now, this group is an open group, but I chose, just handpicked a few people to go to lunch because I kind of wanted to pick their brain. And we decided that we would create this group called Soul, Sages of Unity Living. Now I want you to look at the smiles on their faces. And I'm going to go to the daily word because it just hit me this morning when I read the daily word early this morning. And I grabbed that picture and asked it to be on the PowerPoint slide because this group hasn't given up on a purpose. Has not given up. Look at their smiles. So that's where I want to take you in meditation today. Thank you for sharing that slide. Sages of Unity Living. I look around and I see how many sages we have here that have been around unity for any length of time, or who maybe you haven't been around unity for any length of time, but you have that mindset of the oneness of all of us. And when you realize that we're all one, you cannot help to have this inner light come from within. So it's my favorite time, meditation. It's time to get quiet. So I ask you if there's any papers in your hands to please set it aside. It's a distraction. Ego loves to have you distracted. So just set it aside. And this is your time to just get silent. You know, to go to that inner knowing place that we all have. You know, Jesus called it the inner sanctum. Buddha called it the quiet spot. Many of our masters had different names for it. But it all was about going within. So this is your time. So if ego starts to get in there and want to tell you all the stuff you have to do today, or talk about what just happened before you got here, tell it to go to its room. Imagine a room above your head and just send that thought and say, thank you for sharing. Just go to your room. I'll get to you at 12:15. But for now, this is my time. So as you take a nice, easy breath in, but deep as comfortable for you. And then with the exhale, this is that release and let go that we just sang. Release and let go. With this next breath in, breathe in the beautiful day, the fresh air, the sunshine. Breathe it in to your deep solar plexus. And then exhale. And now with this next breath, I want to encourage you to put your hands on your belly. This is the Buddha belly. This is the Buddha breath. This is the breath where you inhale and allow your belly to get big. Breathe it in and let your belly get big. And then release and let go. So I invite you now to just take a moment, if it helps, to go to a place in your imagination where you feel safe. For many of us, it could be a real place in our homes or our backyard, or maybe a beach that we've been to, or maybe it's at a mountaintop, on a hike somewhere. This is your imagination, so you get to go somewhere where you feel safe, whether it's real or imagined. For some of you, it can be in the ocean, on a riverbank, a field of flowers. Once you have that in your mind's eye, I want you now to create in your imagination a very comfortable chair for you to sit at your safe place. This is your chair, so you get to create, whether it's a beach chair or an overstuffed chair. Just allow that to be in your space of safety. And now I want you to think about the things in your life that bring you joy. I often ask people to think about, when you're thinking about your purpose, to think about things that blow your skirt up. And for the guys, that blow your shorts up. Because that's how you know when you're on track. The things that bring you pure joy. So think about some things that maybe you are doing or things that you aspire to do that blow your skirt or your shorts up when you think about it. Like, ooh, there's just an extra aliveness in you. It's never too late. No matter what, it's never too late to find another purpose in your life. The verse out of the daily word was, "For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify the truth." And that truth is about your spiritual truth, what you came here to be and to share in this world. So I want you in the silence right now, just for a minute, to just think about not only what brings you joy, that lights you up inside, but what is it that you bring into the world that lights up other people? Can be your smile, your hug, your wit, your sense of humor. It can be that you bring somebody something, a gift, or, it doesn't matter, little things. You hold the door for someone. Maybe that's a habit of yours, that you bring light into this world. So just take an inventory of what brings you joy and how do you bring others joy in the quiet of your mind right now. It doesn't take too much work, does it, to think about the way that you bring others some light, some joy, some just a touch of happiness. And it really doesn't take too much to think about what brings you some joy in your life. Sometimes we go about our day taking those things for granted. You know, there's a saying, if you believe it so, you can make it so. So if you believe you are light, which I know that you all were created in light. Whether it's the Big Bang or it's the story of creation, there was a bang of light. And that which we were all of life forms were created. So as you just allow yourself to give some gratitude for the time that you've spent within your inner sanctum, take a nice, easy breath again. Breathe it in, let go, and with the let go, start to bring your awareness back to this room. Feel the air conditioning running, the pew that's supporting you. Wiggle your fingers just a little bit. And if your eyes were closed, gently open them as we get to hear another beautiful song by Rob.